Hey guys, welcome back to our tour of America. We are in San Diego, and today we are flying southwest up to Las Vegas. Yes, Sin City. Hope you brought some extra money to spend. Let's hop on board and get the aircraft set up and ready to go. Alright. So, parking brake is set, chocks are removed, ground power unit is connected, throttle levers are at idle, engine masters are off, engine mode selector is normal. Batteries are on. And adheres are aligning. We'll get the panels up. Should be a good flight today. Weather's looking pretty good. The only thing that may become a factor, which is typical for Vegas or any desert airport, is we are flying in early afternoon. So we are going to get the heat and we may be facing some turbulence. Let's get the heat in the mountains and all that neat and fun stuff. So nav lights are on, panel displays are down, landing gear lever is down, flaps are checked up, spoilers are checked, retracted, fuel quantity is good, and we'll get the signs on. And cabin crew, you are clear to start boarding. 150 passengers today. So fairly full aircraft. Let's get down here and we'll get the flight plan loaded in. There we go. So we're flying from KSAN to KLAS, and our alternate is KLAS, which is Ontario Airport, just outside LA. 25 on the cost index. Flight level 330 and minus 50, close enough. I had minus 49. That is fine. And we will do the reference alignment of the IRS. That is good. So let's go to the MCDU. We'll get our weather for both our departing airport and an arrival airport. Should get that in a second. There we are, company message. So winds are 280 at 5 mile visibility, skies are clear, 26 degrees. I wish it was 26 degrees where I am. And 2995. Winds are light out of the east up in LA, and just a few clouds around, no other real big deals. It's a little bit colder, 19 degrees, okay. True, we're not flying in the middle of summer, which I guess it would be a lot worse. 9 or 5. I've only been there once, and it was for New Year's. The Millennium New Year's, actually, 99 to 2000. Quite the party. All right, 2-9er, a 9er, a 5. So we had ourselves going in on that. I'm wondering if we want to go in on 08. I think we will, just given the weather. So we're going to go in on 08 right. Just looking at it, I think we're going to keep what we had. 2.6 left. I think that'll work fine. It's a light wind. Yeah, I'll keep with that. Alright, so that's all set up, so let's get the rest of our information in. We'll go over to it B. So our zero fuel weight today is 58.4, and our center of gravity,
hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on
on the
items,
fuel, and our
please let a flight
wind is a
attendant know
tail wind of
the
11
overhead bin is
knots.
full after you put your carry-on inside of it. Please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down
we'll
in
go
your
to
seat
our
to allow
flight
other
plan.
passengers to find their seats as well.
So we are departing.
If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in front of you.
San Diego
Please make
on
sure you are
runway
willing and able to
27
perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions,
on
please let a
the
flight attendant know.
Padre.
You are free to use your portable electronic devices
Padres
during the boarding
2.
process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you,
And we're going
welcome
up
aboard.
to check-in. And we are going to set our arrival at the ILS for 2.6 left. And we are arriving via the Quebec 6 arrival. Let's see if it's up to date here. Quebec 6 arrival. And Preno. That's fine. Yep, that's good. Alright, so that is all in there. We'll now go to our performance page. Transition altitude 18,000 feet. The flaps 1. The flex of 68 degrees. I believe that's the maximum D rate, if I have that right. 131, 132, and 136 are our speeds. So our fuel prediction today, when we get to Vegas, we should have 3.7 tons of fuel on board. And as we saw on our net, we need a minimum of 2.2. So we are fine there. Alright. So I think we're all set there. We're up on that. Let's get the APU up and going so that we're ready to go when the passengers are all on board.
We're ready to go when you are.
There we go. So we're ready to go. Everything is good. We are set.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight tech.
We will be ready shortly.
Okay, I will hold.
Just checking on something. Alright, so we'll get them to pull the jetway. There we go. APU
Good
is
afternoon,
coming up.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 13 with service to Las Vegas. Our flight time will be roughly 54 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables and seat backs are in a full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Alright, transponder is set. We'll throw the beacon light on. Emergency exits are set. Oxygen is on. And we'll put the air on, and APU bleed is now on. Departure briefing is done. Doors are all closed. External power disconnected. Fuel pumps are on. Alright guys, let's get out of here.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
Alright. We are gonna have to push. Tail to our right. Because we're going to be taxiing down to the east so that we can depart to the west. There we go.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
For a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on,
Well, the sim has us going the other way, so we're going to make a change here.
To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion
Looks
of
like
the
we're going
buckle.
09 now.
In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the left side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
Starting engine 2, and we're quickly going to go in and change our departure runway to 09, and we're still going to do
If
the
your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the strap,
Let
and
me see if I can find a departure that'll suit
Please
us.
securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member
So
know
the
if you have any
Padres
questions.
is no longer
Thank you for flying
there.
with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
So we're going to change to runway 09. We are going to want Fog CC1. Alright, that'll do us. Yeah, I think that'll do us fine for now. I'm not sure why they changed it on us, but okay, so we have 2 engine starts. Both engines are good. APU bleed, APU can come off. So probe heats are on. Heading and altimeters are set. We have no restrictions on climb, so we're going to go to 33,000. Radios are set. Autopilot set. Flight directors are on both sides. You're going to go to 40. You're going to go to 10. But the auto brake is set. Flaps moving down, and flight controls. Full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, and left and right. We are good on the flight controls. So taxi light on, and we will taxi down. It's one of the problems with variable winds. The aircraft seem to do what they want to do, but since the last guy came in this way, we will do the same thing.
We're ready for departure.
Thank you very much. Let's get over to the taxiway here. And we will get everything set up. So you will come up. Notice the door's not locked. There we go. TO config and ding the back.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
We're going to go right to the end. It's only a 9,000 foot runway. So we'll take her right down to the end. This is Bravo 9. We're going to go to Bravo 10. Somebody's coming in over there. All right. To a halt. So flight instruments are checked, engine instruments are checked, takeoff data is set. Yeah, he's coming in to land. Takeoff data is set, performance page is up. And now equipment is set, landing lights are on, strobe lights are on, and nose wheel to taxi. Pitot heat de-ice not required. Transponder will come on. Terrain radar and PWS are now on. So we're gonna have to wait. See if we get a view of this guy coming in. He might be doing a go around. Yeah, you're not landing. Alright, he's going around. We're good to move out and take position. Clock is running. Engine's at 40% and stable. Going to flex. And flex, SRS runway enabled. Airspeed's alive. our nuts. V1, rotate. Coming up to 10 degrees up, and positive rate, gear up. Contracting. Throttles to climb. It's 2,000 feet. Begin our turn. There's the sprawl of San Diego. Very widely spread out place. There's the downtown and there's the airport. Lots of aircraft down there. Alright, there's 7,000 feet. And there's the route we're taking. It's like a little bit of a weird jink over. Where is it? Oh, that's LA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000
It's
feet.
fine.
You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened while you are seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be directed to a page via a small fee for internet access. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live.
So we're basically flying up the coast again towards LA, and then we're going to make our turn inland at that point. Should be good. So sit back, enjoy, and we'll catch up with you as we descend into Las Vegas. Alright, so we have to be at 24,000 feet by Misson, which is only 40 miles away now. So we're going to dial in 24,000. We're going to bring our speed back as well. And we're going to start down. And start slowing down. There we go. So we're beginning our descent. We're going to get a quick weather update and see if anything has changed. Yeah, I know. Enter the destination data. We're working on it. So it didn't take long and we're out over the desert. Company message is in. Alright, so what do we got? So this is almost an hour ago. 000. 0 temperature 19 and 3005. So we're going to stick with what we have for the approach and landing. .05, temperature of 19 degrees and winds are 0 at 0. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet and we have a 200-foot decision height. That is all entered. And we're doing fine. So we're going to be at 250 knots by Clar. That's right. Turning it down like that will help us control our speed. So the airport elevation is, let's see if I can find it, 2,181 feet. And we're landing on a 10,500 foot runway. Imagine coming in here in the heat of the summer. Oh, it is a rough trip from what I hear. I think my sister flew in here in the summer once. It was not very enjoyable. But for us it's January and it's only 19 degrees, so it shouldn't be too bad. Although with the sun beaming down like this on the clear sky, it should give us a little bit of a bump as we come in. I'm just going to go make sure our ILS information is properly entered. 116.9 should be the frequency. 111.5. Oops, sorry. Yes, 111.5. 116.9 is the VOR. Actually, let's put that in just so we can have it up. 116. Will be the VOR. Should be the LAS VOR. And I think we're going to put in VOR number 2. 116.7, which is the Boulder City VOR, BLD. I think it's already come up LAS, and there's BLD. So we've got the two VORs. So if we go over to VOR mode, it'll end up showing the two VORs. So there's VOR 1 and there's VOR 2. It'll also show it there. So that gives us some extra nav data that we can use. And when we get closer, we'll take another look and we'll see how they change and vary. One is LAS is right at the airport, and Boulder City is to the east and slightly south. Alright, so we're down to 24,000 feet, 10 miles out from missing. Which is fine. Put the terrain radar on because there are hills and mountains around the area. As you can see out the window, so I didn't purchase Vegas because it's not an airport I'm regularly going to be going into, so no point in purchasing that. I did look for a freeware. Did I spoil it there? No. I did look for a freeware airport for LAS, and there isn't one, nor is there any scenery enhancements. So what we're going to see when we come in is the default LA. I think it was adjusted, handcrafted, custom buildings put in when they did the America update. So it'll be interesting to see how it looks as we come in. Alright, so we're turning now for KLAS. KLAS, we have to be at 13,250 knots. So 13,250 knots is fine. So again, we will go into vertical speed mode and 2,000 feet per minute. We should get down there slightly before, and then we'll slow down. Seatbelt signs are on in case it gets a little rough. Outside air temperature plus 2 degrees up here, so you can see how warm it could be out over the desert. There's not a lot of temperature drop. So everything is looking good. We're sitting down, almost down to 20,000. 18,000 feet, so we will switch over to pressure, and that's 3005. It's now set. We continue our descent. So we are well on our path, and hopefully it'll follow us around. We'll see how it does. So we got some mountains coming up. We're going to make this turn, and it's going to kind of take us around the peak of a hill. Looking for elevation data. Looks like it could be up to 12,000 feet, that peak, so it'll be interesting. It's out over this way over here. So we're going to go forward and then make a left turn and a right turn. So we're looking good. 13,000 feet coming up. We'll be slowed down to 250. No problem. We got to stay at 13,000 until we pass Kopek, and then we slow down to 230 and drop to 11,000, and then we kind of step down in our altitudes as we go around. Preno, we have to be at 8,000. And LAR is 6,500, Shand is 4,900, and Relin, where we should be intercepting the ILS, will be 3,800. Big blue sky under over the sun-baked desert. And being winter, I'm sure it gets pretty cold out here at night.
We have begun our final descent into Las Vegas. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
So Clar is coming up. Everything is good. We're just going to turn on our lights now since we're here. You can see that ridge line here that we've got to cross over. Vegas is kind of off in this direction on the other side of that ridge line. fact, you can already see it here starting to come in on the terrain radar, starting to show the peaks. Alright, so 3 miles to Clar. 9.5 miles now to Skiber. Sure, we'll call it that. I like some of the names we got coming up on the approach. We've got Skiber, then it's Kepik, then Ipumi, Nipso, Sunset, Kimi, Chips, Poker, Freno, and then into the approach for Vegas. I like it when they name things after where they are. It's like if you go into Montreal, there's an actual approach named for the Montreal Canadiens. It's the Habs approach. And I think around Orlando they have nav points named after like Mickey and Donald and all that type of stuff. Alright, so 4 miles, we're going to make the turn here. Head up north to Kepik. There we go. Kepik, we have to be at 13,000. If we put in our constraints, you can kind of see them: 13,000, 11,000, 9,000, 8,000. Now, if VNAV was working, we'd use that to let the aircraft slowly bring us down on its own. But it's not. So there's not much we can do there. So here's that hill we're going to go around, and then we're going to cut through, we're going to go across here, and then through this little gap, and out that way. I think Vegas is just over in that direction. Okay, 43 minutes since we took off. 51 minutes since we pushed back from the gate. Now if we go over to the VORs, you can see them slowly turning here. VOR 1, the thinner of the arrow points, the smaller one is pointing towards Las Vegas itself, the airport. And the bigger one here, VOR 2, is pointing towards the Boulder VOR. Definitely got some higher peaks over here. The ones we're just going by are 10,000 foot peaks. These ones over here are like 12,000. Right here, 12,000 foot peaks. So we're not too close, but close enough. We'd be getting bounced around in the summertime, that's for sure. So we're about to make the turn, and we're going to get down to 11,000 feet and 230 knots. So 11,000 feet, 230 knots. There we go. Kind of intimidating coming in this way. It's close to the mountain tops. Doing all these maneuvers. So there's 11,000 feet. You can see on the ILS is coming up already. Heading to Iapumi. And it's all looking good. So we're going to go to 20 miles now. There's another aircraft beside us. It says he's climbing. Slightly below us. Side. So there's the next change. We're going down to 9,000 now. So 9,000 feet for NIPSO. And here is Las Vegas Airport. You should see the divergence now starting on the VORs. The Vegas one's going to follow that around, and the Boulder City is going to keep pointing more or less ahead where we're headed. That's how you can use these to help navigate and pinpoint your location as well. And the Boulder VOR is our hold point, but we're not using it today. Coming down to 9,000 feet. Speed's coming back to 230. Here's Las Vegas and all of its terrain defect glory. Where's that the buildings? Can't tell from here. Some of it may be buildings, some of it may be terrain faults. We'll see when we get a little bit closer. So sunset, 8,000 feet at 210. So we are going into approach mode. 8,000 feet. And 210 knots. It doesn't quite look like Vegas that I remember. We'll see when we get closer. So we got another aircraft here on the approach. You can see he's 1,000 feet below us, and he is descending. There's a little, if you look, we have a little arrow beside him showing descent, and that's hundreds of feet below us. So he's now 1,100 feet below us. So he is inbound on the same approach that we will be. out this way somewhere right now. No. Go back where you were going. Let's try this again. Direct to Kimmy. Yes, please. Now will you do what you're told? Yeah, okay, direct to Kimmy. There's another aircraft inbound. He's descending as well. He may be going in on the other runway. But he shouldn't be where he is there. Interesting. And we got a third one. Oh, Las Vegas is busy. There's one guy. I don't know if you can pick him out. He's just above the lakes right around here. See the lights flashing. It's that first guy that's 2,600 feet below us, and there's another one coming in. Wow. Yeah, Vegas is hopping now. So we got to be 8,000 feet at Kimmy, 8,000 feet at Chips, but slowed up to 170. So, okay. There's a whole stream of aircraft coming in right now. It's going to make this very interesting. See our VORs. The thick one for Boulder is pointing towards Boulder, and the thin one for Las Vegas is pointing behind us there. So you can use VORs to help with direction and stuff. Pretty cool. Back to arc. So it should go to Chips. Chips, there we go. Okay, 12 miles to Chips. And after Poker, we'll send it direct to Prino. Alright, so we're under 8,000, so let's get the landing systems on. We're at 8,000. Landing lights already put on. Speed is good. Landing systems are on, and we have gear flaps. Gear up flaps are up. And the ILS indicator is IRLE. IRLE is correct. Alright, so we're 5 miles out, so we're going to go flaps 1. Miles out. No more aircraft in front of us. They all seem to be heading in behind us. You can see another one there. bounced around a little bit. So let's see where this takes us. When we hit chips, we should be turning towards Poker. It's at 8,000 feet, and then Preno at 8,000 feet, and then we start stepping down at that point. Poker, that's good. Not sure if that's Lake. Is it Lake Mead out here? Oh, there's that turbulence. Really getting bounced around now. Make sure everybody's seated. All the lights are on. Head direct to Preno now. There we go. "27 miles out from the airport. Bounced around a little bit here. Did say winds were calm at the airfield, and everyone seems to be landing in this direction, so that's good. Expected arrival is in 7 minutes, so we're pretty much on schedule. So we're heading to Preno. See that other aircraft over there. Not sure where he's going. So we are slightly fast. Looks like he's going to try to come in where we are, but hopefully ATC will wave him off. Alright, we're going to LAR, so that is 6,500. We're going in first, buddy. Oh, get the airport in sight. So we're gonna go with approach mode. Go flaps 2. This guy's now ahead of me. So I'm going to let him go. Hopefully build some space between us. 17 miles. Speed's coming back. Localizer is captured. Glide slope is captured. Gear coming down. Flaps 3. Flaps full. Hopefully he's going faster than us and he'll get himself in and out of our way. If not, we're coming right in behind him. Because I don't feel like going around. Looks like he's going around, he's pulling up. He's no longer descending anyway. He's getting higher than us. Miles out. We're a little bit slow, but it's because I was trying to create some space. Alright, so we're on the localizer, we're on the glide slope, 5,000 feet. He's not going around, he's still ahead of us, he's at our altitude. Yeah, not sure what he's doing. Anyway, it looks busy down there. Sun setting, coming in over the desert. Well, LA, greater Las Vegas area spread out around. Edwards Air Force Base around here somewhere. I think it's up there to the north. Alright, so ground spoilers are armed, flaps are full, everything's done. Cabin is ready. Landing gears down. Oh, he's diving for the runway now. Alright, let's enjoy the landing. Again, 14,500 foot runway, so no auto brake required. Or no, we're on the other one. 10,000. Ah, we're fine with that auto brake there too. 10,000 feet. A little bit of loading lag. So there's the buildings of the Vegas Strip off to our right. sure the Add-On airport and Vegas Strip scenery looks absolutely awesome. But like I said, not gonna buy it for a one-shot in and out. Feet. He should be down. Hopefully high speeds it and gets off of the taxiway or off of the runway. There's an aircraft on 26 right.
500.
Another one, couple of them taxiing up. 400 feet.
100 above. Minimum.
Continue. Runway's clear.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5,
Come on, set her down.
5.
Reverser's on. Knots. Reverser's off. And welcome to Las Vegas. A little bit better view of the buildings now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas. The local time is 3:41 p.m. and it's currently about 64 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
So we're a minute late getting here. Well, that's not too bad. So let's do a quick look out and see if we are cleared across. Yeah, it looks like we're cleared across. No, I didn't. Okay, let's get going. Oh yeah, now you don't want to go. I think that's because we're at elevation. Okay, so you can come off approach mode. Auto throttle can come off. We're a little bit higher, so we have a little less power on the engines. So we're going to cross here and taxi back to the terminal. Just trying to identify the buildings. I can see the MGM, I can see the Luxor, Mandalay Bay. Over there, so we're going to come down here on Bravo. The tower building they have there. Alright. the terminal there. Watch the speed, watch the speed. Here's Gulf. Here are the gates. Some weird layouts here. That's where we're going. Decided to fly UK guy. And here we are. Back inside. Can't tell if the parking brake's on or not. Yes it is. Okay. So, parking brake is set. Thrust levers are dialed. Ground contact is established. Get them to do the jetway. There we go. Electrical power is available. Electrical power is on. Engine masters coming off. There's got to be a switch to turn that off. Beacon will come off. Those signs can come off. Anti-ice will come off. Fuel pumps off. Jetway is connected. Doors are open. APU bleeds. Beacon done. ECAM. ECAM is clear. And we are done. Let's see if we can find us. Where are we? There we are. Well, guys, welcome to Las Vegas. Hope you enjoy your stay. We'll catch you on the next one when we continue our trip off to, well, along the southern border of the U.S. Bye for now.